Hey there, it's Christian. Welcome back to my channel. Today is my 28th birthday. I am so excited to share this video with you guys. I saw that Billie Eilish did this amazing time capsule video with Vanity Fair and I just had to steal it. Honestly, I know how much you guys loved my last questions video, and I thought what better way to celebrate my birthday than to kick off a series of videos that will show just how much I grow from year to year. Hey. My name is Christian Spear. Today is October 24th, 2020. Today I am 27 years old, and in 4 days I will be 28 on October 28th, 2020. That's actually a really good question. How many Instagram followers do I have? Let's see. Ooh, I have 306 Instagram followers today. Just yesterday, I think it was 304, so that's exciting. Let's see. It shouldn't be too hard to... So far, my most liked photo on Instagram is the picture that I posted when I reintroduced myself as a motivational speaker and mentor, and that has like 118 likes, so I'm really rolling in the likes, clearly. The biggest thing to happen in my career. Career is such a funny word because if you ask me, I feel like I'm just kind of starting out in a career space. I think the biggest thing to happen in my musical career so far was probably being in a musical that's won a bunch of film festival awards, I'd say. Performing an original song with the Houston Symphony was huge a few years ago. But honestly, I'm just getting started. So I'm really excited to see what my answer to this question is like a year from now as opposed to now. What's most important to me right now is how I spend my days. I really want to spend my days doing things that I love, being around people that I love, and just enjoying my life one day at a time. Ooh. What grade would I give my life? I would give my life a B+. And that's so like me to like not give myself an A and to be my own worst critic. But I do feel like there's so much more that I could be doing in my life. I'm on my way to doing it right now, so I'm excited about what fruits that is going to produce, but I'm not at an A just yet. I say B+. 100%. This year I am 100% more confident in my life, in my skin, with who I am, with past, present, future. I'm much more confident now than I was a year ago. I feel that I'm successful with where I am in my life right now. If I stop and think about like what success really looks like to me and what I want to be doing in the future, I'd probably say no, but I'm here right now. So yeah, I feel like I am successful. In order for me to feel like I'm more successful around this time next year, I want to find a way to create my own lane and create my own path. I don't want to have to depend on companies or jobs to be my main form of income or my only form of income. And I want to help people. I want to connect with people, help people to to just thrive in their lives. And if I can do that from now till next year, I will feel like I'm more successful. Ooh. Well, the two biggest things going on in the world right now are COVID-19 and the upcoming election, which y'all have to go vote. Please, go vote. What is a positive thing in the news right now? Do you know?
Yeah. Dogs are being adopted at a much higher rate this year than the year before.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
We're keeping that. You know, to be honest, like, it's hard for me to think of something positive going on. When you said that, the first thing I thought was, what are some really sweet and nice TikToks I've seen? That is probably the only thing that I know for sure brings some joy into the world, is seeing people on TikTok being surprised or proposed to, seeing families being reunited, seeing babies being born. You know, that was where my mind went when you said something positive going on in the news, because between COVID and this election, we have a short supply of positivity sometimes. So yeah, I'm glad I know that about the dogs. Why we ain't got a dog? Let's start there. Oh, you know, I was a part of the problem initially with this issue, with this trend, but I'm really over cancel culture. I feel like it's always been something that's existed, but it's gotten so bad. It's like celebrities, public figures, influencers, they can't really do anything without immediately being canceled, whatever that even means, because people are still going to talk about them. But they can't really do anything without being criticized or canceled or shamed. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't be held accountable for lies they tell or their actions or their words. I'm just saying that regular people and celebrities are the same thing. So I'm over the cancel culture. You know, despite 2020 being one of the craziest years so far, I've actually had a really good year. I think my lowest point probably has something to do with being laid off from my job, and not necessarily that happening to me, but what happens in result of that happening. You know, having to rely on unemployment, having a lot more time to fill up, feeling a little aimless and like I don't really have control over my life. That's hit me a few times this year, and that's been some of my low points. That is impossible to answer. What's my favorite movie? Oh Lord. At least 20 movies just popped into my mind right now. Oh boy. I love The Wiz. So out of the 20 movies that popped into my head when you asked me that question, at least half of them were musicals. So like Little Shop of Horrors, The Wiz, Dreamgirls, Grease, obviously. So there's that. Yes, I feel a lot of pressure. To my credit, I feel less pressure now than I did more towards the beginning of the year, especially because my birthday is coming up in a few days. The holidays are rolling in. I do feel pressure, but I think the truth is any pressure I feel, it's from myself, not from anybody else or from outside factors. I think I'm just putting pressure on myself per usual. I think this has always annoyed me a little bit, but maybe it annoys me more now than ever. Um, when somebody complains a lot, you know, I think I used to be a complainer. You're nodding your head. Does that mean I used to be a complainer? Yeah. I used to be a complainer, and at some point I just stopped. And there's a difference in airing out grievances and then maybe having a solution or just venting to a friend. But if every time I talk to you, you're complaining, that is so annoying. So annoying. And it's hard for me to take seriously too, because it's like, didn't you just have that same complaint when you talked to me last month? What? Are we changing something? Are we working harder? Are we switching it up? Or are we going to complain about it a month from now too? You know? Stuff like that, kind of hard to rock with. So, yeah, that's annoying. Oh. To answer this question, I think I have to think back. Okay, where was I a year ago? I was heavy into working out. I was obviously very obsessed with Peloton already. I was a few days away from my 27th birthday. I was really missing home. And I was desperately missing my family and my friends. And I think I would have told myself to just say that. Huh. I spent a lot of time being sad. I knew I was going to do this. I spent a lot of time being sad and hiding myself away from the people who love me the most. It almost felt easier to isolate in those times. I was in a place where I felt like maybe nobody would really understand where I was coming from. Nobody would really understand that I was depressed and really just needing my family and my friends around me. But I had to deal with the choice that I made to move to Nashville. And I'm so happy to finally be back in Houston. But a year ago, I probably would have just told myself to stop hiding and to just be open and to be honest with the people who love me. And if that means, hey, I'm depressed, or hey, I don't really know what to say right now, but just sit on the phone with me, or just let me cry, I would have told myself not to isolate, but to open up. Ooh, I love this question because I love just dreaming and fantasizing about my future. Okay, so a few years from now, let's call that 3 to 5. That sounds like a few. I want to be married. I would love to be pregnant or having had my first child in 3 to 5 years. I want to be a voice for women. I want to help women to step into their power and to get out of debt and to live their best, most fully uninhibited lives, and I want to be living my own best life too. So I have two answers to this because I have a dream person that I would love to work with, and then a dream person that I would love to perform with musically. Musically, I would give my left arm to perform with Alicia Keys. That's not a secret for anybody who knows me, but I see so much of, I don't know if it's myself and her or her and me, but I feel deeply connected to her, and she's a complete stranger. And my dream person to work with on literally anything on the planet, I could work with her on a grocery list. I don't even really care. Michelle Obama, all day. I just love her. Ooh. Okay, so for this question, I really do have to look through some of my music. That's just almost impossible. Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, I love Megan Thee Stallion. Like, if Megan Thee Stallion came through the door right now, I would just have her give me some twerking lessons. Please edit that out.
I'm keeping that.
No! But no, seriously though, I love Megan Thee Stallion. Actually, no, I can't. Oh my God. I'm thinking of so many different people now. Like Keke Palmer. I just love Keke Palmer. She's so funny and so pretty. Oh, wait, Kehlani. I can't. You know what? I can't do this. This is really hard. I can't just name a favorite artist. No, it's too difficult. I love this question. The best approach to creating, especially because I create so many different things. I create music and lyrics. I create content. Just being yourself. I think that's been the biggest thing for me, is just opening up, being honest, being goofy and fun and warm and excited, just allowing yourself to be whatever you are in that creative space. It helps so much. And people trust that. People know when you're not being genuine. This is not a hard question to answer. I was just thinking about them. Sorry. Oh. Erica just sent me something. Right now I was getting ready to say her name. See, that's how you know. But yeah, Erica all day, every day, all day long, for the rest of my life. Erica is my best friend. Bailey is my best friend, and 80. Oh my goodness. TikTok has honestly taken over my whole life. There are so many amazing things on the internet. Just chefs, singers, dancers, small business owners, stay-at-home moms. I watch this one TikToker who every time she makes a TikTok, she said, okay, let's make some lunch for my kids. And I just sit there and watch her for so long make lunch for her kids. I mean, there's so much talent on TikTok. I don't really make TikToks because I'm not skilled in the area of TikTok making, but I love TikTok. It has taken over my life. Oh God, my favorite dance. I'm such an old head. The first thing that I thought of was like that young jock, Mimi getting ready, going down. That's so old. I don't know. Look, I cannot keep up with these kids. You know how long it took me to learn the Savage dance? The biggest thing I'm struggling with is feeling torn between working a 9 to 5 and establishing some security for myself financially, and being a creative and doing things on my own that may or may not produce the income that I need. Um, I've struggled with that for a really long time and feeling like maybe I can't do both. Like, if I have a job, I don't have the time that I need to pursue these other endeavors. If I'm pursuing these other endeavors, I don't have the money I need to get me to the things that I want to do within that realm. So, for a long time, I think I struggled with that, and I'm kind of leaning towards doing both and being able to marry those two parts of my life where it's like, you know what, I want to be an artist and I want to create because I'm creative and I'm very gifted, but I'm also extremely professional, great at connecting with people, and I want some financial stability in my life, and I don't think there's anything wrong with doing both. Girl. Well, let's think. In 1 year, I will be 28, about to turn 29 years old. Eesh. That's 30 Eve. You are a star. Truly. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it all, because you can. And stop doing things that don't bring you joy. Period. Well, my biggest goal for like the last 3 months was to take and pass my PHR exam, but I did that. I'd say my biggest goal right now is to finish paying off my last bit of debt that I have. Of course, finding a job, creating some income in my life is going to get me to that. So that's probably my biggest goal. Find a job and or create some income and knock the rest of that debt out. That question is actually from my mom. So I think she wanted me to say her. All of the women in my life inspire me. My mom, my best friends, even some women that I don't know personally and that I have come to know through social media. The women who are trying new things, who are still thriving even in the midst of this pandemic, who are going after their biggest, scariest goals. That is extremely inspiring to me and has helped me a lot on my own journey too. That's a really great question. Actually, around this time last year, I had just started working out every single day. So it's probably been close to a year now that I've worked out every single day. Before incorporating that into my life, I think I was just starting to learn discipline, like true discipline, and how to show up for myself on a daily basis. Incorporating that into my life has helped me so much. Just having that time for myself, whether it be 30 minutes to an hour and a half every day, having that time to just show up for myself, push myself a little harder. I feel like everybody needs something like that in their lives, where even if it's just for 30 minutes a day, you're showing up for yourself. You're doing this one thing that's just for you. It's enhanced my life in so many ways. If I could master any skill with the snap of my finger, it would definitely be something in regards to money. I feel like anybody can go out and make money, but it's a skill to know how to make your money work for you. And then, with all of the money that I make from snapping my fingers, I can go learn the piano. favorite book that I've read this year, and I'm kind of ashamed to say that I just now read it this year, was Becoming. It took me a while to sit down and really dig into that book, but it was so beautifully written. Becoming by Michelle Obama. It was so beautifully written. It was a very long and detailed read, but when it was over, I was sad it was over. And I love books like that, books that I just don't want to end. So, Becoming. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Till next time.